Well, hi everybody. It's been a while. If you're new here, my name is Sabrina, and this is my vlog knitting journal podcast. If you're not, welcome back. It's been a little bit longer than I thought that it would be. Whenever I really thought I would do, a whole month, but actually a lot of things have been happening. So my dad got to come and visit, and we haven't seen each other since, everything started with the pandemic. So that was really good, and my daughter had a really good time seeing Papa, and just overall really happy that we're able to do that now. So the other side to that is that I haven't probably been knitting as much as I originally thought I was going to be. So a couple things are going on in the scene, behind the scenes, but we'll get to that. So I'm gonna put some little clips that I had gotten. They might even be at the beginning of the video. We'll see how it all comes together. But we went up to the beach, and it was really, really beautiful. And so I got some really amazing clips of the ocean, and the waves were really, really big that day. So that was a lot of fun. Yeah, just been trying to take it a day at a time. I've been a little bit stressed out lately, not because of anything except just, I don't know, I like the nice weather, but the heat, it sometimes makes me like really struggle. There are times when it gets very hot here where I live, like during the summer, being over 100 Fahrenheit is totally just normal. And I'm sure that people that live in like desert climates are just like, that's nothing. But for me, that's a lot. I'm not someone who, I don't have good heat tolerance. I'm fine when it's cold, but when it gets hot, which it has been doing lately, I do really struggle. I just feel tired, and maybe that's another reason why I haven't been knitting, quite as much. So a couple things that I wanted to address. I know last time I showed you the Beatrix socks. It's these ones. This one completed one, and then what I usually do whenever it goes into testing is I'll write the pattern as I'm knitting this first one, and then I'll cast on the same time as the testers, so that if they run into any problems, I'll be able to have an in-progress piece at that point, so I can say, if there's an issue with increases or decreases or whatever, I can actually see it, redo it, or whatever I need to do to make sure it's totally correct. And the testers, of course, have been really, really amazing. If it wasn't for them, the patterns would not be very good. No, eventually, I don't know. I just really appreciate testers. They're really, they're very, very helpful. They're a huge, huge part of the process. But I do have my little stitch marker here, and I got it from an Etsy shop, the Angora Moose, and she actually has Angora blend yarn that they raise themselves and have spun, and I have some of that to show you as well. But yeah, I love these little stitch markers. I also got a little fox. I'll try to take a picture of him, if maybe he's in one of the clips I took actually. So yeah, their testers are trucking along really, really nicely. Everything's coming along beautifully thus far. I anticipate that the pattern will probably be out around the same time that the testers are done, or when their date is to end. I realized that when I bought the Snowdonia, the Garthenor Snowdonia, that I bought too much. I mean, unless I wanted to make like a different item, but for the one pair of socks, I bought too much. I'm a little nervous because I'm on my second sock, and this is what I have left. Now I've already finished the heel and everything. This is just the foot, because even the toe is going to be mainly in the darker color. I think I'll be okay. I mean, I weighed it once I finished this sock, and I had exactly half of it left. So it should be okay, but it's one of those things where it's like, I hope it works. I wanted to grab something actually. So I have a bunch of this. I have 2 more skeins, one in the Tegid colorway and one of Glass Lynn. And I think what I'm going to do whenever the pattern releases is I'll do a giveaway. So if anybody wants to knit the socks, they'll look just like these with the same colorways. But yeah, I mean, it's just such beautiful yarn, and I want to get more from this company. I really enjoy knitting with them. It's very real, very transparent, and you really know exactly what you're getting, which is a good feeling, because a lot of times as a consumer I feel like we're told a lot of like, well, it's sustainable, but like, is it really? That you feel that often people can put a label saying anything that they want, and they don't always have to back that up. So, you know, because of that, it's just nice to find companies that are really transparent in like every step of the process. Plus, it's very pretty. I mean, it's, you know, it's that rustic look. It doesn't have a lot of give to it, but I like that because I feel like it's real sturdy. It's gonna last a long time. And the gray is my favorite, the lighter gray. Maybe. So yeah, I think a giveaway could be really fun for everybody. And I probably won't use them. I've got too many things that I need to plan ahead for anyway. I've been doing more spinning, but I think I mentioned this last time actually, that I'm doing better. It's getting, oh, I just lost the stitch marker. It's getting thinner and thinner. The more I practice, I could make a nice thin thread. I'm very pleased with myself. It's really therapeutic. It's like I can do some of the spinning when I feel like maybe the knitting requires too much headspace, you know. It's the same reason that I think a lot of people that design things tend to take a break by knitting somebody else's pattern. It's just nice to be able to like just read the paper, round 1, round 2, round 3, and not have to think, wait a second, is that going to make sense? Is this going to work if I add more here or more there? Or you know, how am I going to make the decreases look nice? You know, little things that that is really, really fun if you're in the mood for it. But, you know, I'm not always in the mood to be analytical. But yeah, so one of the things I was thinking about knitting after I finish some of my planned projects is I really wanted to make the Felix cardigan. I've always thought that that is just such a perfect, simple, wear with everything cardigan, and I have some stash yarn that I kind of want to use up that I really like the color of. So yeah, I think I'm gonna, after I finish 2 things that I have in mind right now, then I think that'll be my next project, my next sweater. I'm gonna probably take a break from garments after this. I'm reaching out to a tech editor now for the ones that I have in progress. So hopefully I will have some. I'm gonna do the Nutidin sweater first for testing, and then the Diamondback one after, and then I have another one in mind. So the other 2, the samples are done and the pattern is mostly written. I just wanted to have a professional grade them. I did grade them, but I don't want to, I feel like I'm experienced enough. So I just want it to fit everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and have a professional handle that, and then those will be going into testing. And then I have one more garment idea that I'm going to be doing, and then I think I'll just focus on shawls for a little while, because I feel like I haven't made a shawl in a long time. I made, the last one that I made I think was the Occidental shawl, I'm pretty sure. And I just really love shawls. I like designing shawls a lot, because with a garment there's a lot more dimensions to be mindful of, and you have to be, I think, even more on top of your recording things. With a shawl, it's nice because there's no grading involved, and I can just record each row as I go, you know, and it's very easy for me to keep track of all of the information as I'm designing it. And I feel like there's a certain freedom in shawls because the shape can be anything. It's like paintings, like you can take something and attach them. You can, you know, steek things. Like I'm sure you've seen, there've been some really beautiful steek shawls lately. I mean, it's just such an open world of knitting and creativity that I have so many ideas. I would just love to get them out. So after this garment, I'm just gonna probably focus on shawls for a while because I just feel the shawl itch. So yeah, I guess I could I'm trying to think in what order I should show you. So I know last time we talked about this wool I got this is the Fibre and Forge. I forget exactly. I have it right here. Evie and her lambs. There you go. Which is a very, very pretty, like earthy, almost brownish gray, and it's really soft. It feels good to hold. I really, really like it. I probably am going to be buying a lot more from them because the wool is just so pretty. And then the BFL Mosham DK from Woollentwine, who, as you know, I'm crazy about. So that, and I have decided that, I'm sure you're familiar with the sword fern hat that I have, the fingering weight pattern, and that's free. I also wanted to mention I added a Google Doc to my bio on Instagram, and that's Sabrina Justine, so that if you don't use Ravelry, you'll be able to just go to the document, you can print it from there, and knit it. Totally free pattern. So I knew I wanted to update this to a DK weight because the sweater yarn, or the yarn for the sweater, is a DK weight. And yeah, it came out really nice. I was using the Angora Moose. It's her vanilla almond, and it's in DK. I did change one thing. I didn't put a brim on this one. And then I also changed the baubles, how I like to add like an extra stitch and then knit them together on the next row. Initially on this one, I used a right leaning increase, and because of the yarn that I used, they're not very visible, but I kind of like that they're more subtle. This one, they are much more pronounced, but again, I kind of like that they're more pronounced. It works for each you know, hat individually, but so what I did was I just changed it so you don't have to make an increase on one row and then decrease them together on the next row. I just made it so that you just pick it up right next to it and then you just knit them together. Like you pick it up with your left needle and then knit them together right there. So it's just one process and you don't have to worry about it. And then I changed the number of the ferns to fit a higher gauge. So this hat, I knit mine in a size 2 this time. The first time I did it in a size 1, this is a size 2, so it's a little bit bigger. And because I didn't use the brim, it's interesting how the edge of the hat got this like wave quality to it. I kind of like it, it's cool. But if you don't want that, I think if you just did a longer edge on the hat, then you wouldn't have to worry about it. And then if you did a brim, you definitely wouldn't have to worry about it. And because it's that tubular cast on, it's like a seamless edge. There's no kind of line there. Sorry, that's my dog. But it came out really, really nice. I really like it, and it's very soft. Everything that she has is just so pretty and really beautiful. I love her work, so definitely give her a look-see. So it's the Angora Moose. Someone had mentioned before that I don't enunciate the names or make it clear enough when I'm saying them. I believe that. I mumble. I am a mumbler. I try not to be, but I am. So yeah, Sword Fern hat. This, I'm thinking that by the time this is released, I will be either about to go ahead and upload it or will have already done so. So yeah, which brings me to my next point. So I have these guys here. I'm really obsessed with this motif. I really think that it's really, it's just cool to look at. It makes a really nice depth effect. The texture is interesting to me. That was with my tea, and then I'm going to show you the swatch that I made. I made the swatch hoping that I would actually be able to start knitting the sample, but there's just been so much going on the last 2 weeks that wasn't even possible. So no sample yet, but I did finish the swatch, so I should be able to start knitting on the sample ASAP. As soon as I finish knitting this guy, which should only be a day or two, then I'm gonna go ahead and cast on for the actual garment of this project. So, oh, and I didn't mention, today I'm drinking chamomile and rose blue. It's the blue butterfly tea. It's the one where if you add lemon, it changes color. It goes from purple to blue, I think, or blue to purple, one or the other. But that's what I'm drinking today. It's really good. It's very good iced too, which is good because it's been toasty. So I went ahead and I finished this swatch. It's a little messy because it is a swatch, and I was just trying to get through it to see if it would work. So now we've graduated from fingering weight to DK to 2-color DK, which kind of opens the door for an update for both of these patterns later if you wanted to make them 2-color, which is something I am planning for later on, but I want to get this started first. So, and it has, the baubles will be that different color. I think it really works, and I just think that there's so many different, I mean, I feel like it would work if the fern was darker on a lighter background, or either way. I mean, it's just, and look at the way that the green just, there's no, it just melts together so nicely, and then, yeah, the gray really stands out, and even from a distance, I mean, you can definitely tell what that is, which I really am happy about. So, my idea is that I wanted to have the ferns going around a yoke sweater. I think that would look really beautiful. I haven't decided yet if I want the collar to be the gray color, or if I'm just going to keep everything green except for the ferns and baubles. I haven't gotten that far yet, but yeah, they'll go like 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. We'll see what looks best. But if I did the collar with the gray, I would also have to do the cuffs gray, I think, too. But we'll see. I have enough yarn, definitely, for either way. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. I hope you guys are too. So I knit the swatch in the round, you know, where it's like this, and then you just cut it open. And I have it over here with my swatch wall. I think it would be fairly easy to, if you wanted to knit a hat, you know, with this 2-color. It's not very complicated. It actually was, even in a way, it's even easier. It almost makes the fern pop out more and be more apparent, which I really like. So yeah, that's something that I hopefully will be able to get started on very soon. You know, I really want to get started on that, and yeah, I guess this week won't be a super long one. I think that, or week, this podcast won't be a super long one. My whole family's home, so there's a lot going on out there. but I just wanted to share some of this because I'm very excited about new things, and I just missed you guys. So yeah, I haven't acquired any new yarn. I have enough here to keep me busy for some time. Oh, on the subject of the spinning, actually, I went ahead and I took this was my first spin, so it's thicker because I had never spun anything in my life. I think I showed it to you guys, and I went ahead and put it in a little baby skein. Isn't it so cute? It's a little skein, and I love it. And it's so pretty. I really, really love this Mendo wool. There are times when I'm spinning on this one where it looks like it's already been plied with like 2 different colors, just because there's so much variation in the different grays. Maybe you can see it in this. There's one. Come on. Well, maybe not, but you could probably see a couple like right in there. It's really, really, really fun to watch it spin up, you know. I was thinking it would be fun if I kept my eye out for maybe like a used wheel, you know, to actually like spin some real yarn. So last time I also mentioned that I was knitting on a baby blanket, and I am so close to being done. It's the is it the fawn one? It's either fawn or lear. I think it's fawn. From oh my goodness, I'm totally drawing a blank. Wolf and Fawn Knits. Her baby blanket. It's the bulkier weight one, and it's really coming along super pretty. I'll go ahead and grab it. I think it's gonna be perfect. Cozy. I want a big blanket like this. So yeah. Oh. It's getting there. It's getting there. It's a labor of love, definitely, because it's the same thing over and over. But it's interesting enough that it keeps you busy. It's not just like stockinette or anything. And you know, there's enough variation in checking to see like, okay, like, you know, count however many in to make the diamonds work. And I don't even need to keep the pattern with me anymore because I've kind of learned by looking at the last row what I'm doing next. So yeah, highly recommend this pattern. It's super pretty. And that baby is going to be due any day, so I need to wrap this up. And then I have 2 other friends, close friends, who are having babies. So I don't know. I want everyone to get a baby blanket. It's kind of like my thing. Like if someone's expecting, like within the last, you know, year or 2, I actually love knitting baby blankets for people because I feel like that's one of those keepsake types of things. But I don't know, they're starting to have them too fast. I don't think I can knit to keep them. So, but we'll see. I'm gonna do my best. I also was using that yarn from Fuzzy Whatnots, which is really pretty. Sorry, I'm fostering puppies too, so they're fighting. I've been very busy. So it's like I will link, it's a free pattern. I'll link it below. I cannot remember what it's called right now, but it's just a little baby cap with a little bonnet, you know? It's precious. It's huge though, right? I mean, I knitted this is supposed to be a 6-month size. I'm pretty sure I could wear this. I don't know, maybe. Practically. So, it kind of works out because the baby will be bigger during the winter months, so it's probably best that it worked out this way. But I think I still have yarn left, so I think I'm going to make another like the traditional style where it's just like the little tie at the top, you know, for the newborn hats. And then I might even have enough left to make maybe some little mitts or something. I have enough yarn for sure. So yeah, I think the color is really beautiful though. It's the taupe colorway. It really catches the light nicely. It has a browny, greeny kind of gray look about it. So yeah, that's very soft, perfect for a baby. Oh my goodness, is that really it? I felt like I had more. Maybe it was just because it was such an insanely busy month. So yeah, I did get a couple prints that I definitely took a clip of because I'm really excited to show you. It is, I'm not remembering any names right now. I know Elizabeth. Again, I'll put a below. I'm gonna try to do the titles where I actually put them like here on the screen somewhere so that you guys know what I'm trying to say. I am bad with names. It's probably one of my my downfalls is I remember faces extremely well. Like I remember faces but names I really struggle with, and I have no idea why that is, but it's always been like that. But it's a beautiful print of these two hares fighting, but like boxing kind of, in a field, and it has daffodils and trees and moons, and it's like literally everything that I love. So I have that up in my living room now, and it's really, really beautiful. I'm so glad to have it. It's so special to me, and it really means a lot. So yes, I'll definitely link the artist below. She does beautiful work. She's got so many prints that if I could buy them all, I would. Highly recommend. And then I also got another print from another artist. It's a very small print of like little mushrooms, and I just thought it was really cute. I just like mushrooms. It makes me, I need to make more of these. I felted this when I first started needle felting, and I need to do tons of these. They're just such good gifts. They're just cute to have around the house. Scarlett sometimes will use it in her little imaginative play, you know. Felting is awesome. I am a huge fan of felting. I don't do as much of it as I wish. I made this little tomte a couple years ago. Focus on the tomte. And I love his little hat, you know. So I want to do more felting. I enjoy it. It's just, I have too many crafts. Like we went to a May fair here in our county, and I realized that we were supposed to wear white. I had white, but Scarlett didn't really have any white, you know, because a 5-year-old child does not own many white things because they don't stay white for very long. So so I took an old dress that I had that had some stains at the top, and I was just holding on to it because I like the fabric, and so I was like, I'm gonna use this for something. So I just sewed a skirt out of it for her, and it looked really nice. It only took me about 20 minutes, and she looked adorable. And they did a whole maypole and everything, and they had like a little band there with an accordion and a guitar, and they were doing like Irish jigs and reels, which was really fun for me. I am slightly obsessed with Irish culture. I know that on my father's side, who I'm not terribly close with, they're heavily Irish, and so it was kind of interesting to hear the music. And I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, but it's still just fun to learn. You know, I love learning about different countries and cultures and things. So yeah, and that was a lot of fun. We made flower crowns, and they were beautiful. It's all for a Waldorf school that they're raising money for. So yeah, really enjoyable time, and my dad was here for that, which was even more special because we haven't seen him since before everything, and now that we're all vaxxed up and good to go, it was awesome being able to see him again. It was really good for all of us. I think we all needed that emotional lift up, you know. Yeah. So we did that. Oh, all the different crafts. Yeah. Basically, yeah, sewing, needle felting, knitting, And then I also have an embroidery kit that I really love. I just have not had the time to finish it. It's one of those gorgeous, again, I can't think of the name. Actually, I have it right here, but I can look at her name. Never mind my mess. Just ignore it. Oh my goodness, help me out. Megan Ivy Griffiths. She does these beautiful embroidery. She has all the kits for them. So this is my friend. That's all he has. It's just that little bit. I really need to step up the game because I love it. Like, I love the color of the yarns. Just look at how beautiful they are. They're so gorgeous. So yeah, I need to definitely get on that. I've been hanging on to this and I keep looking at it like, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. But then other things happen. And I guess that's another reason why I'm kind of taking a step back from garment design too, because it's so time consuming, at least for me. I'm sure that there are lots of people out there who can just, you know, belt them out. I am not that person. I tend to doubt myself too much, almost to a fault, to where I end up, you know, not taking a risk sometimes. And so with garments, it's a bigger risk, but with things like shawls and socks, it's just fun to play around, and there's not as many moving parts, so to speak. So, but yeah, I have some really gorgeous clips to put in this week's episode, so I hope that you guys enjoy those. I will definitely keep you posted on the giveaway that I'm going to do. I'm going to wait until the pattern is going to release, and then I'll probably start the giveaway that day. So yeah, these ones will be for whoever, and it will also include a free copy of the pattern as well, so whoever wins. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. I've never done a giveaway. If I'll be doing it on YouTube or Instagram, I don't know, but it's going to be really fun. I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, and then hopefully we'll have, by the time that I see you guys again, at least started this sample. And I haven't forgot about the Woollentwine and the Fibre Tales yarn from last time. It is fresh in my mind. I know exactly what I'm going to do, and I'm very much looking forward to sharing that with you. I have nothing to show yet though. It's all in here. So yes, I'm so glad I got to sit here, even if it was only for 30 minutes. I hope you enjoy some of my projects. I hope that you enjoy some of the clips that I'll put in. I hope that you were able to unwind for a minute and drink a hot or a cold beverage and just chill. I look forward to these podcasts a lot. They're very therapeutic for me to just be able to take a minute to myself, no expectations. I can just talk about something I enjoy, and I really appreciate you guys coming along with me for that journey. It's extremely meaningful to me, so know that you are very, very, very much appreciated, and I love sharing things with you. So these will be out soon for the DK, and I think that's it. Everything else I hopefully will have progress on in a month. And yeah, if there's anything you do want me to talk about, any questions you have about knitting or designing, go ahead and let me know. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Sabrina Justine. I will put all of the information below. I'm going to try to edit things more clearly, like on the screen. Oop. Got a notification. So that it will be very, very clear which item I'm talking about. I try to do it chronologically whenever I write in the description, you know, what I spoke about, but even then I imagine it's probably confusing because I don't put timestamps, and I just realized I should probably do that. So what I'll probably end up doing is, when I'm editing, as I'll rewatch it and I'll just put something on the screen I'm really bad with this kind of thing, but I'm gonna figure it out. And then that way you guys don't have to work so hard to figure it out, and probably be easier for me too. So hopefully that helps. I don't think there was anything else. I think that's it. Yeah, thank you so much. Love you guys, and I will talk to you later. I hope you can get out and enjoy some beautiful sun. Bye.